Welcome back to our online learning platform. Dear learners, today we are going to start chapter 3, The Desert, from our book An Alien Hand. Now, in previous class, you might have learned physiological divisions of our country. So, in that physiological divisions, you have seen that there are mountains, we can have plains, we have islands, we have plateau, Deccan Plateau is there, and the same we have also seen that we also have desert. So in this chapter we are going to study one of the important physiological divisions which our country has, and that is the desert. Now the title of this chapter indicates that in this chapter we are going to see what all things are found in a desert, what do we think about a desert, and in reality what is a desert. At the same time we will also see what kind of vegetation, what kind of plants, what kind of animals, or how do people survive in these conditions, severe conditions or severe natural conditions. So let us begin our chapter, the desert. Now when we begin this chapter, in the beginning of every chapter we have 3-4 lines. So these 3-4 lines, we can say these are the summary of that particular part, summary of the part. Now here in this first part what we are going to see, that in simple we will study that a desert is generally without water and vegetation. There is no water in a desert, mostly vegetation, no plants and trees are there. A green patch with fresh water and green trees in the middle of a vast desert is beautiful sight. So in middle of a desert we can also find a green patch. Patch here we can say a kind of area. So of fresh water, maybe some green trees are there in the middle of vast means here very large desert. So that is a very beautiful sight, or we can say scenery. And thirdly, a desert may be too hot or too cold. This also you will be studying in the 7th class, that deserts are of two kinds. One of them is hot desert and cold desert. As we see, Thar desert is hot desert and Ladakh is the cold desert. So this also we are going to see in this chapter. At the same time you have also seen in your or studied in your geography lesson. Let us begin our chapter. Those of us who live in regions covered with forest and surrounded by hills. So many of us belong to those places, maybe in South India where lot of forest are there, or some of us belong to northeast part of our country. So there you can have lot of areas covered with forest, or we have rivers are there. And at the same time those people who belong to some hilly areas like Uttarakhand, Uttaranchal or Himachal, J&K. So in these areas we have lot of hills, or we can say mountains are there. So they find it difficult to imagine. So they are unable to imagine, they are unable to think that what a desert is really like. So they are thinking what kind of desert is there. So when this word desert comes in their mind, what they think? The popular belief, generally they think that desert is an endless stretch of sand. So when they think that yes, desert is there, it means they think that only fall is there. Therefore ultimately what will happen? No vegetation, no trees are there, no plants grow there. So it is dry, hot, waterless and without shelter. So this is the thinking of those people. This is the thinking of those people who have not seen a desert, who doesn't know anything about a desert. But this is not entirely correct. So this is not entirely correct. How? Because those people who live in desert, they know that yes, in desert also we have trees are there. In desert we may also have a river, generally monsoon river, and we may also have some plateau part, we may also have some mountains. So all these things are also there in a desert. We also have water. So for those who have studied, the desert can be a beautiful place. So those people who have seen or they have studied a lot about desert, so they will come to know that yes, desert is also a beautiful place to live in. So, and what is a desert? Those people who have seen desert, according to them, desert is a home of variety of people, animals are there, plants are there. So we can say that these people and animals and plants, they have accommodated and they have been able to live under these hot and dry conditions. So they have adapted themselves. They have adapted themselves how to live in these harsh conditions. Now let us take up second. True. So it is true that desert also have water, desert also have plants, desert also have people who live there, because they have adapted themselves to the harsh conditions of this area. So they have adapted themselves to the harsh conditions. So the ground is not always hidden by a cover of grass. Now the writer is telling us that yes, it is true that the ground is not covered by grass all the time during the 12 months of the year, or plants or trees. It is often, it is in other climates. That means in other climates also we have seen that different seasons are there. Monsoon season is there, then we have autumn season is there. So these seasons are there. So these plants and trees, they set their trees. In the same way, in a desert also, the ground is not always covered with grass. So but whenever it rains, but whenever there is a rainfall in desert area, which is very rare, very little rainfall is there. So at that time what we can see, desert flowers, they are blooming, and the sight can be rewarding as it can in tropical garden. So the sight or the scenery is very much enchanting, or it is very much beautiful to have a look at. So desert is not always flat or unchanging wasteland of dry sand. So desert is not a dry sand. It may have mountains, as I have told you earlier. It may have some hills. It may have an oasis. So this question is there, what is an oasis? So oasis, that is big or small. So this is important. This is important. You might have also heard this word in science. An oasis is like a green island in the middle of a desert where a spring or a well gives plants and trees a better place to develop themselves or live in that area. So these oases are there, no? So oasis, it means that it is that place in desert where plants are growing, where trees are there, where water is there. So that is a oasis. So a desert may be hot, as I have told you. Desert can be hot type of desert like Thar. Then it can be cool type of desert like Ladakh in J&K, Jammu and Kashmir. But generally speaking, if a place has little or no vegetation or water, people usually call it a desert. So generally people call that place a desert where water is not there, where vegetation is not there. So some deserts are almost totally without water. Some of the deserts, no, they are almost without water. We can take the example of Sahara, largest desert of the world. This is the largest desert of the world area wise. It is in South Africa, or we can say it is in South Africa, or more appropriately it is in the northwest part of Africa continent. So in such places strong winds blow rising heap of sand. So what happens in a desert? Strong winds keep on blowing and they rise the heaps. Okay, heaps means here mounds of sands and deposit them as mound. They gather at one place, and these are called sand dunes. These are called sand dunes, and people from different parts of the world, different parts of the country, they come to see these sand dunes. You might have heard about some sand dunes. So that shifts and move endlessly across the desert. So these sand dunes, they keep on shifting from one place to the other place according to the direction of the wind. So few plants can survive on such dry and shifting sand. So only a few plants, they can live. They can live on such dry and shifting sands. So let us move on to next. So these question answers we will take up in the end. Now see, second part is there. So again they have told us the summary, that what we are going to see in, or we are going to study in second part. Desert plants and animals learn to acquire much less water than most of the. So desert plants and animals, they have adapted themselves. They have adapted themselves how to survive in these harsh conditions without water or very less water. The camel is a typical desert animal. So we can say that yes, camel, which is known as the ship of the desert, which is known as the ship of the desert. So he is the one of the important animals which lives in a desert in such kind of conditions. So smaller desert animals have unusual means of satisfying their needs. So other animals, they also have some strange or different means of completing or satisfying their needs for water. That means they have their different modes or methods of having water. So all living things need water in order to survive. So we all know that, or in science also you must have studied that we all need water in order to live, in order to survive. So the few plants and animals that can live in desert have developed ability to acquire less water than most of the plants. So the plants and vegetation or animals which live in desert, they have adapted themselves in such a way that they are able to survive in these hot and dry conditions. You might have seen that when you have a look at the leaves of the plants. So these leaves of the plants, they are very small. Leaves of the plant, they are very small leaves are there. So what will happen when these plants have very small leaves? Small leaves are there. So when we will have these small leaves, so they will lose less water. They will lose less water when during the daytime. So evaporation will be less. Evaporation will be less. Camel, popularly known as ship of the desert, can drink a lot of water at one time. So camel can drink a lot of water or gallons of water at one time. Camels can do without. That means camels can live without water for many days. So camels are able to live without water for many days. Many days they are able to survive. So the reason is that, and what is the reason behind this? The reason is that they sweat very little. They sweat very little. So that is the reason that why they are able to survive for many days. So we sweat because we must keep our body temperature. So what is the reason for sweating? That when our body temperature goes very high, so our body starts sweating in order to maintain body temperature. In order to maintain body temperature. So that is why we sweat. We sweat when it gets hot and this cools the body. So camel can stand high body temperature. So camel is able to sustain or keep its high body temperature, and when it will be able to keep high body temperature, so what will happen? It will sweat very less. Also when that camel will sweat very less, so he needs less water. They do not need to sweat and can therefore retain, keep the water they drink for long periods of time. So they are able to keep the water for long periods of time. Next, smaller desert animals do not drink water. Smaller desert animals do not drink water. They don't drink water. So what, how they are able to survive? They burrow underground during the hot. So how they are able to? They burrow themselves, they hide themselves underground during the hot day and come out at night to eat. So they come out during the night time and they burrow or they hide under these burrows during the daytime. Some of them eat other animals and get water they need from the moisture in the meat. So there are other animals which get water from the moisture in the meat, which they get by having other smaller animals. Others eat plants and seeds and get water they need from the plant juices. So these are the other methods by which they have water. Desert plants also adapt themselves, this I have told you, adapt themselves to the life they lead. Cactus plant, you might have heard of this plant also. Store water in their thick stems. They are able to store water in their thick stems. So their roots lie close to the surface of the ground. So as soon as there is a little rainfall, they quickly absorb the moisture from the little rainfall that occurs occasionally. So the major features of all the desert, of course, so major features of the desert is of course the dryness. Of course the dryness. And there are other things which are found in a desert. So there is a variation of temperature. Lot of difference is there. Difference is there in a temperature. Means during the daytime we can have 40 degrees Celsius, 40 degree, or maybe sometimes 50 also. Or during the night time it may fall up to 5 to 10 degree Celsius. So lot of difference is there. So in humid climates, the moisture in the air acts like a blanket. So in the humid climates, this moisture acts as like a blanket and protects the earth's surface from the hot rays of sun. So this blanket is not there. This blanket is not present. This blanket is not present in desert area. So the absence of this blanket in desert area causes the desert to heat up very rapidly, very quickly during the daytime and to cool off rapidly at night time. So that is the reason why this lot of difference is there in temperature. Deserts are an important part of nature's great plan. Now you have heard that we have different physiological divisions. So among all these physiological divisions like mountains, plains, rivers, plateaus, islands, so deserts, they are also important in the nature's plan. They are there like the dense forest. Dense means very thick, and deep oceans. Just because they are hot and dry, one should not look upon them as useless part of the earth. Because they are hot and dry, so we should not think that they are useless. Everything on the surface of the earth has some or the other uses. So I hope you have understood this chapter.